Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will start the new topic of our syllabus. But before that, in last two video lecture, we discussed about definition of chemistry, nature of chemistry, and the classification of matter in detail. With the continuation of that two video lectures, here we start a new point of our syllabus, state of matter and the properties of the matter. But before that, if you are new to my channel, then like and share the videos and please subscribe the channel. So let's begin. Here we start with the state of matter. Matter exists in three different states, namely gas, liquid and the solid. As we know, matter, anything which has a mass and occupied the volume called as the matter, and that matter exists in a three state, that is the gas, liquid and the solid. Then what is solid? In solid constituent, atoms or molecules, commonly called as particles, are tightly held in a perfect order and therefore solids possesses definite shape and volume. In case of a solid, particles, that is the atoms, molecules, are tightly held, compactly arranged in a perfect order like this. Here these are the molecules or the atoms. These are arranged compactly with a perfect order. Perfect order means these atoms are aligned perfectly, horizontally as well as the vertically. This type of arrangement is occur in case of a solid. Therefore, solid possesses definite shape and the volume. Then what are liquids? Liquids contain particles close to each other but are not in a perfect order like a solid. Hence, they can move around within the liquid. It means that the molecules of a liquid are held together, but the arrangement of that molecule is not in a perfect order like a solid. So that molecules are moved throughout the liquid container easily. Like this, these molecules are of the liquid molecules and they are not perfectly arranged. That means they have intermolecular attraction between them, but order is not perfect. Therefore, the liquid has a definite volume but not a shape, because liquid acquires a shape of a container. Here, this liquid acquires a shape of this beaker. The next one is the gas. The particles, in gases, the particles are far apart as compared to those in a liquid and a solid state. In case of gas, the molecules of the gas are far away, far apart from each other. Because of this nature, gas do not possess a definite shape as well as the volume. Diffusion is the main property of the gas. Gaseous molecules can occupy the volume which is to be available. That is called as the diffusion. And it moves from its higher concentration to lower concentration, and because of this they do not possess the definite volume as well as the shape. So these are the gases. Here these gas molecules are placed in a conical flask here, and it occupies complete volume of these conical flask, and these molecules are far away from each other, apart from each other. That means the intermolecular force of attraction between these gaseous molecules are very weak as compared to liquid, and in liquid weak as compared to solid. It means that if we deal with the intermolecular force of attraction in a state of matter, in case of solid, the intermolecular, that means force of attraction between molecule or particle is strong in case of a solid as compared to liquid, and in liquid it is strong as compared to gases. Then we move further. Here, three states are shown: gas, liquid, and a solid. These three states, that is the conversion of a gas into liquid, liquid into solid of a same substance, are due to the change in the temperature and the pressure. If you apply the pressure on the gas, then it gets converted into the liquid. When liquid is under the pressure, then it gets converted into the solid. It means that when we increase the pressure, the gas get condensed into the liquid and liquid gets solidified into the solid. On the other hand, if we increases the temperature, then solid, reverse, the solid are get melt into the liquid. And when liquids are heated, then they get vaporized into the gas. That means pressure and temperature, because of a pressure and temperature, this is the common example in case of a water. When vapors are condensed, here we see three state of matters are interconvertible by changing the condition of a temperature and pressure. For example, here vapor, when vapors are condensed or when vapors are pressurized, then it get converted into the liquid state, that is the water. And when water is kept under a pressure, then it get converted into the solid ice. This is the best example which we observed in our day-to-day life. And when ice is heated, then it get converted into the water. And when water is to be boiled, then it get converted into the vapor. It means that with increase in the pressure, gas get converted into the liquid, liquid get converted into the solid. On the other hand, when solid is to be heated, then it get converted into the liquid, and when liquid is to be boiled, then it get converted into the gas. We move further with the properties of a matter. Matter have characteristics properties. These properties can be classified into two categories, that is physical properties and the chemical properties. Then what are physical properties and the chemical properties? We discuss here one by one. Then physical properties. Physical properties are those which can be measured or observed without changing the chemical composition of substance. These are the simple properties of the compound which we directly observe without changing, without any change in the composition, chemical composition of the matter. For example, color. Again, melting point, boiling point. These properties are observed without changing the chemical composition of the matter or the substance. For example, color, odor, melting point, boiling point, density, etc. are physical properties, because when we observe this property, when we measure this property, then the chemical change is not necessary in the chemical composition of a given substance or the matter. The next one is the chemical properties. Chemical properties are the properties where substances undergo a chemical change and thereby exhibit change in chemical composition. It means that when you observe or when we study the chemical properties of the matter or the substance, then chemical change, which is a permanent in nature, is occur. It means that because of this chemical change, the chemical composition of the substance or matter is permanently changed. For example, when coal undergoes burning or the magnesium undergoes combustion, then the chemical composition of a coal and the chemical composition of this magnesium wire undergoes permanent change. When coal is came in contact of air, means oxygen, then it get converted into the carbon dioxide. The main composition, chemical composition of the coal is a carbon, but when it undergoes, when we study the oxidation property or the combustion property of the coal, then it came in contact of oxygen and get converted into the carbon dioxide. This conversion, that is the conversion of a carbon into the carbon dioxide, is a permanent chemical change, and this is the chemical property of a coal. Similar in case of magnesium also. When magnesium came in contact of oxygen, then it get converted to magnesium oxide. This is a chemical change.